50.
Yeah, it went to 525 to 575.
It doesn't seem like a lot, but there are so many angles now that you can hit that before were just simply not possible. And that's assuming also that Shackle has always been a little bit wonky and how it decides to latch. You get some pretty ridiculous angles, right? Like 90-degree shackles and stuff like that. So just the validity of that spell getting increased makes the hero that much more of a threat. And obviously they buffed Aghanims as well, so your physical damage output actually scales pretty well so long as you can farm it up.
Oh, you hurt ridiculously much when you play Windrunner. If you can ever get to the point where you have Blink and Maelstrom and Aghanims, then you're pretty much set. You can solo kill anyone just with one shackle. And if you ever get a Hex, you don't even need to be talented to do so. Very nice.
Everyone's scouting. Seedoy just plants a ward, making sure there's a block, and he can also see the room with that single ward. It's going to be interesting matchups all around. I have to say, I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like Toby, but I really like the banks on Death Prophet. It looks really cool. It really changes how it kind of looks like a WoW Undead, to be honest.
I mean, I like this set better than the one with the the slim fit jiggly ass DP set. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, all right, it's decent. Does she have the custom bats as well? Yeah, she does. The bats make it look really cool, to be honest.
Yeah, and PPD is gonna secure this room. Bounty rune, yeah, that value. 50 experience straight away. Jodom is gonna get the illusion rune, one of the best runes to get if you're a support level 1, because it essentially works as double damage. Each of the runes has 50% of your base damage. You only have base damage. You're gonna hit for half your damage, 2 of them. It is a double damage.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well played.
Does last pretty long as well.
Yeah. No.
The courier wants to come out, but it's not gonna be scouted, I believe.
Yeah, no, not really. He's been so annoying. Does that work at all? No, I guess the Eidolons die. And Sai just gets some new ones that get stunned, but fortunately stunned right now doesn't do any more damage as it used to do before, so he's gonna be able to get a very, very fast Blink Dagger. I saw Zai farming. He understands the patterns of the jungle very, very well. He's one of those guys that can get a 6-minute Blink Dagger level 6 if he wants to.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think he'll go for Blink. I think it's just going to be standard mech build.
Okay.
Because with this team, like, you have Death Prophet ulti, you have Eidolons, you have Jakiro Liquid Fire. You have so many tools to go for tier 1 towers that I think a mech is maybe the best synergy with the kind of lineup that you have. And if you look at VP, their counter push is not really that good.
No.
Like, they have to use, I guess, they have Purification, which does some damage.
Yeah.
There is Power Shot, which is decent.
But that's like the main ability, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing on their team that is very spammable, because you can't really spam heal that much on Omni. You can't really spam Double Edge on Sidoi if you don't want to kill yourself.
I love G's play. He's playing so aggressive. I mean, how often can you zone out a Death Prophet like that? And he's making sure he gets a ton of denies. He's 8 and 4 between 4 and 0. It's rare to see Arteezy being out lane, but I mean, these first couple waves have been going G's way amazingly.
Yeah, as you said, Arteezy is one of those players who very rarely comes out with low farm from the mid lane, but G doing a really good job just zoning him. Of course, when DP kicks up a little more in levels, it's going to be easier, but he's still 300 gold away from his... look at the universe.
It's fine, he's fast. Jotun is fast.
Yeah.
What would you give for Orb of Venom?
Yeah. Might be too much to ask. Actually, I want to point out, it is a PPD Jakiro.
No, it's PPD over.
Sorry, it's a fear. It's a fear Jakiro. That's what.
Yeah, he's played it before in the LAN finals here at DreamLeague.
So Sidoi getting stunned. A little bit of serendipity there for PPD, but still cannot do much. I mean, you don't want to punch a centaur because he punches you back.
Yeah, it's very, very tough to trade hits, but of course it's mainly because he didn't have, because he had his clarity going here, joining up here and dealing some damage, but...
It's going to be a lot of harass for Sidoi, but his Thompson runs away. Getting a Stomp from a centaur is a very big victory, because since the nerf where this level 1 Stomp costs 130 mana, it means that you normally don't have for 2 of them.
Yeah, well, at least you're not going to have that much. He does get up to his second one pretty quickly, but now his mana pool is hurting with 0.8 as your region. And looking over to mid lane again, 19 for 6 here on Windrunner against 12 and 1. So Arteezy is struggling against the Windrunner.
Yeah, we're talking about a hero that has a wave clearing skill, right? So...
Well, both of them can wave clear. That's not really the problem. It's just that Wind Ranger typically has a better animation, really good base damage, And plus, trading with Windrun is so effective during the early game.
It's also a type of hero that could potentially find a solo kill. If you ever overextend just a little bit, she can Windrun and go aggressive on, against you.
Yeah.
But against an Enigma, you probably don't want to go too far in.
So yeah, Zero playing passive in this lane. Fear is gonna get a lot of farm. I mean, he already has these Tranquil Boots. He's probably gonna go for a quick Yules. Have you guys seen any Jakiro go Ad Scepter in competitive?
I mean,
usually
I've
it's like a third item, right?
Yeah, I've seen it, but that was very, very late and did not impress that much. I don't think you need it, is the thing, because Blink, Yule Scepter, Hex is such a strong item build. Even Veil is such a good item. Or as Bone7 has played, the Dagon if you need to burst
it's
the
gonna let
enemies.
Shackle? The slow comes. Does he even need a Shackle? No, he doesn't. It's going to be a First Blood. G. I mean, man, he's a guy that really dominates the mid lanes every single time. Very, very impressive. I don't know if it's his singing or what, but he definitely does it. Oh, Omni Knight with a punch.
Yeah. G had a bit of a slump like a few months where he did not play that good on the mid lane, and I wasn't too impressed. But at this entire tournament, he has just shown everyone that he is so strong on this.
Yeah, yeah.
And the versatility as well. He has played Queen, he has played Zeus, he has played Storm, and now playing Windrunner. A lot of heroes that teams don't use that much.
Yeah, that is true. But he can pull it off. He remembers from old times where Queen of Pain and Windrunner were staple mid heroes.
Would you say he's an old man?
He's an old man G.
He's an OG.
OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
That's cool. Beer getting the farm here, and Cito just trying to leech a little bit of experience. But yeah, just Jodum being here, he just realizes, oh, I can zone out Arteezy just by standing here. That's kind of awesome. And if Arteezy at any time overextends, they can get another kill. They're pinging right now. The Shackle doesn't latch. There's a slow, there's a silent, there's a lot of damage. Arteezy might be there, but Zai comes with a rotation. It's going to be a huge black hole right now, and Arteezy is going to melt him, and then they kill Jodum. Double kill. What a rotation from Arteezy.
Yeah, and that's where you don't want to run too aggressive onto the high ground there with Enigma. Just walking in, throwing down the ulti, Zai, making it look so easy.
Too easy
it
for
was pretty
Zai?
easy, right?
Easy?
It was pretty easy.
He walked in, he black holed, victory was had. And there's a lot of damage to the tower as well. He's got a buckler, he's going to go ahead and pop it. And level 1 exorcism going to be running out here in a second, and G will be back to get some of the creeps off his tower at least. But, I mean, getting that much damage in a tier 1 and getting a double kill on top of that, huge win for EG.
Yeah. Zai was at the right time, at the right moment. I mean, Jodum, he was there. Arteezy knew he was there. Jodum felt confident, but that also told Zai, hey, there's a guy here, and they probably want to come on me. So if they actually get at the jump on Arteezy, Zai was already ready.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Universe also had the vision to see as Omni Knight was walking behind the tower here. Even if the ward is dead now, the information was given.
Yeah. And
Sitting safe.
Fear is the top farmer in the game right now. 3.2k gold for him. He's getting a time of his life in that lane. Centaur, it's really hard for him to do something against that, but at the same time, he will be able to find a little bit of farm unless Zai comes like right now. And Zai is, guys, let's push.
I mean, this is fine. Even though Fear might miss a handful of CS because of this, it's a matter of getting the tower. Like, it's already at 300 HP, so there's no way this is going to stay alive. And once Fear gets level 7, I mean, heck, they could even look to pressure the tier 2
I
if they
think
really
so.
feel that confident.
Yeah, I mean, what's really gonna stop you? Of course, they can bring down the Omni Knight. They can maybe bring out the Skywrath as well, but I think they need to commit like Slark or Windranger to stop this push.
I mean, Zai still doesn't have Black Hole, right? So they probably know that. And Zido, he's, ow, it really hurts. I mean, I understand the combo that Double Edge doesn't do.
Okay, he's actually getting pretty close to dying here.
Skywrath coming in.
Yeah.
He's actually dead, maybe.
No, he cancelled. He cancelled or someone cancelled his TP?
He was down to 7 HP. He cancelled it himself. Got him. Not gonna go down there, but now with that cancelled TP and forcing Centaur back, EG are like, okay, we'll deal some damage here.
And G is actually staying in his lane. He doesn't want to rotate. He doesn't feel that he needs to. Understandably, Slark says, okay, you know what? You're not getting much. I do not want to give free farm to the Void. I'm just going to stay here and farm. But the Void is actually coming.
The Chrono.
Oh, no. This is so much damage. He's so dead. Oh, or not?
Roshan
maybe? Roshan?
Oh,
he denied the G. No.
That was really close. Really close.
I tried.
I knew what you were going for, you bastard. Alright, Yol gonna die here. He gets a repel off.
Oh, Yol is too slow.
No mana on PPD for an extra stun on there to Sadoy, but I mean, this is kind of what we said, right? It's a greedy lineup from EG, but they weren't contesting the jungle at all.
Yeah.
Jottam spent most of the early game trying to sit near middle lane to prevent Arteezy from getting some farm, and at this point, sure, he doesn't have a lot of CS, but he's already gotten 2 kills, and the tier 1's gonna die mid.
Yeah. We say it's a greedy pick when you go for Enigma here, but he has done so much mid
Oh,
GTP
he might
in
be
here.
in trouble now. He has to
mana.
run.
No mana on PPD. He walks in like, oh, I can't do anything.
Shackle lands, of course, but they can't really deal with this. As you said, they don't have any deep push, and as much as you can spam power shot, it's not going to do much. And Yol has spent so much time and money into rotating around that Omni Knight is going to be poor for the rest of the game.
Another downside as well is that they are not pushing anything onto Universe's tower. It's pretty much at full health. So if the rotation comes now from EG when they have the mech completed to just go top and pressure down the enemy tower there, that will put VP in such a bad spot in terms of map control, and it really scales hard into the mid-early game, I suppose.
The other issue is like Fear has such an early Yules that normally Centaur ulti would be a very valuable tool to use to get in before you have Blink.
Yep.
But now it's not really that useful, because if you walk into a 5-man VG, you're just going to die. Like, there's not really any way I think that VP can take a team fight without Yol having GA. And even then, it's still going to be difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Enigma, he's so farmed. He has the mech, and he also has 1,600 gold. He could potentially just buy up a Blink before they go top anyway. He's so close to it, so why stress?
Might as well, yeah. He's gonna get this camp, and he has 2 more camps so far.
Small gang mid going on to Arteezy, but he runs away so quickly.
Zero doesn't have a Blink Dagger himself, so he cannot approach that speed running Death Prophet. Oh, here comes the Jakiro, and Yol again melts. And that's a nice path used for a kill. PPD is a 5-position support, outrunning an offlaner.
Yeah, and he's just, you know, gonna try and body block if he can, chase after him. Arteezy is coming there, and so is Universe. Nice shackle by G, though.
Oh, wow, that is pretty huge. And it's gonna survive. Oh, Slark misses a pounce. He's gonna go for PPD, but PPD stuns him. Arteezy pops the ultimate, and that's time to run if you're VP. You don't want to engage that.
Meanwhile, Fear also brought down Jottam. Skywrath is dead already.
Oh, there is, the Slark is going to try and pounce with nice self-heal there. He's like, dodge, yeah. Fear, the shackle is not gonna land. They're chasing. VCC uses his ultimate himself, but he cannot burst down Arteezy. Arteezy is gonna run away. And a lot of investment for VP to just make EG back away. Victory for EG, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, considering if they don't get kills for VP right now, when they're not fighting around objectives, it's definitely a win for EG, because they don't have to use really anything except for 1 Death Prophet ulti, and they still have Black Bullet, they still have Sphere. They can just walk up to a tower with Liquid Fire and Conversion and just kill it.
Curious decision by Enigma to go in for Force Staff instead. Maybe he feels that with the mech, it's so much mana that he wants to have a Force Staff instead just for his stats as well. Because between Blink and Force Staff, Blink is a lot easier to pull off with Black Hole.
Yeah.
But maybe he expects that the enemy won't be able to contest him anyway, and this is just going to keep his mana pool high enough.
It could be something in anticipation of maybe getting Skywrath silenced or Blink initiated on. And speaking of dying here, Yol inside of the woods, barely TPing away, had about, I don't know, 20 HP or something like that before he was able to get out. But I think it's one of those, I don't need the Blink to initiate moments, because my team is already so good at sieging that VP is going to have to react to that in of itself. And if worst case scenario happens, Universe already has plenty of initiation range with Chronosphere, and we know that he's really good at hitting them.
Yeah. So right now the push continues. The top tower is pressure. Slark cannot really do much. There is the threat of Black Hole, and if a Black Hole or a Chronosphere pop out, he is totally dead. Now here comes the engagement. Everyone tries to run away. There's going to be a concussive shot on side. There's a Yule Scepter on the Slark. Slark just suddenly doesn't want to chase
EG want
anymore.
to fight this though. They brought up Arteezy. He runs in, finds Yol. Can he get anyone here? He just has drums, so no Yule Scepter. Maybe they're just gonna try and push this as 20 seconds for DP ulti.
PPD has the skill ability. Multicast. He's gonna get lucky or he's gonna get skilled. We'll see. G in the meantime trying to apply a little bit of pressure. G doesn't have focus fire, which on this Windrunner I think it might be a little bit of a mistake, but maybe he'll prove me wrong.
Yeah, I
trying
mean,
to do some harassment here. Gonna get caught out by a Chronosphere. Doesn't disable the wind run. However, BZZ, he's gonna miss his pounce. Can they actually get G? He four staffs away. Universe wants to continue pursuing here. The bats from Arteezy.
the diving top, meanwhile, going on Yol.
Oh, Yol is dead. Bye-bye, Yol.
Well, he gets a heal off. He gets a repel as well, but he doesn't have enough mana for GA after him. I'm not even sure if he would have.
Maybe they can get a kill for Fear.
Nice mules. The black hole on top of it. Not going to see a stop coming out. Hits on 2. Universe comes in. He's dealing damage to Jottam. It's going to be a triple for Arteezy. Everyone on VP is dead.
I mean, Zai is such a magician with Black Hole. He played it in phase 2, played one of the most stable Enigmas in that game as well, and he's just doing everything right here.
Look at his farm. He has logged almost 8,000 gold. He has anything he wants. Is he going to go Necro? Yeah.
Or actually just Power Shreds for now, but maybe he would even consider it.
I mean, he literally can carry this game on his own at this stage of the game. He has so much going on for him, and he's probably sitting in a comfortable position right now.
And Universe is going for the Diffusal Manta build, by the way, but it's not so much a Diffusal Manta as just having a Diffusal, because he's an offlaner, and it's difficult to get that much farm so quickly.
Yeah.
But later on, for sure, he will probably add up the Manta as well.
I'm just really in shock at how well this game has gone for EG. Like, I don't think VP necessarily had anything to punish the jungle Enigma, which I think EG have shown in the past. Not so much, I would say, in this tournament, but whenever they get Zai, a hero that he can play to the fullest extent of his greed on, they usually win.
Yeah.
Like, just getting the quick mechanism up on a hero like that who gives you so much map control, the synergy
look
of
at
that in the Void, I don't know. I think that they've given away so much to EG that they're comfortable with.
You can say that it feels like they have given away, but at the same time, it never feels rare to see EG have this, 12,000 advantage in gold at 15 minutes in. It kind of feels normal, right? Because EG are just this solid, this strong, always have a draft that seems to work out quite well for them. They have the late game covered, they have the mid game. Obviously, the early game went their way as well, where I think that was the little timing window for VP where they could maybe punish.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, there is definitely a lot of things going for EG right now. And even though VP has some heroes that scale pretty well into the late game, just the potential of double Black Hole or double Chronosphere. It's just
Mid-leap Chronosphere. He's looking for a shackle attempt. Universe going for the dodge. BZZ gets four-staffed out, still silenced up. He does get the Shadow Dance off. They're going to pop the GA and Stampede. They want to get the heck out of here. Arteezy, he's got a Yules. Is he going to be able to catch anyone? Looks like he wants to go for BZZ more than anyone else.
Let's get him.
Chase him down. The bats want more. He's going to find a double kill.
I mean, I want to say, Fear might die here, and actually, will he die here?
Yeah,
he will. This is only their second kill after the first blood.
They doubled their kills, Bruno.
Wow, that's value. But yeah, they got the first blood on Arteezy, and that's all they wrote for 13 more kills. Now they're 13 and 2.
I mean, that just means that Arteezy is a feeder, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because normally when you have a game that's near perfect and you only have like 1 or 2 deaths, you just have to flame the person who has the death.
Yeah, of course.
You're the only one that gave one death. Come on, get your act together. Arteezy gonna push here with Zai as well. They're getting so much gold. They're getting so much out of these things. And,
Stampede is on cooldown, so they're pretty safe in terms that they cannot be run down that easily by VP. Gonna back off, take this safer approach here. But I also think they're just fine farming up so much on every single lane right now.
Yeah, the Slark went for a Yasha, which I think he feels like he needs a little bit extra movement speed right here because everyone is so fast. Just the fact that Faceless Void can time walk, the Death Prophet is a Ferrari pretty much. But that delays his caddy, that delays his other useful items for later, and suddenly he's not that
Universe getting caught in the woods here.
He actually, yeah, he backtracked the double edge.
That one value point. Almost kept him alive. But
yeah.
He is very close to his defusal as well.
PPD, is he going to try mid? They have vision on Yol being alone here.
Yol,
he can repel himself. He might get caught mid-animation here. There we go. There's the repel.
He'll get away. He also has help coming in.
Yeah, Zai, he's going to force staff away when the stun actually hits him, so they're not going to be able to follow this up too much on the side of VP. Looks like EG are the ones who want to play the aggressors. PPD going in, silence out of BG, Dark packs it off. They're going to Yules him in the air, and another nice black hole coming out. It does eventually get canceled, but they're still going to get 2 in the process. Make that 3 as G drops after the force staff usage.
Yeah, even having Yules after they can chase down and kill Jottam here. Diving down, there's no way for Centaur to save his poor buddy.
Oh, Zai steals a kill. It's a double kill for Zai, triple kill for Arteezy. Or double kill for Arteezy. He's godlike right now. Maybe a feeder, but he's 9-1.
Yeah.
He's got to compensate for the fact that he has one death.
Yeah.
Right?
They also have pipe coming in right now on Jakiro, so he can just put this on all their creeps and all the heroes as well. And I don't think you're shoving away EG from getting racks here. They have such strong pushers.
Is this Ogre?
Could be Ogre.
I think it was Ogre from the start, honestly.
Okay.
Ogre from the first pick.
Yeah. I think their draft is actually so hard to fight into. Like, if you give him an easy early game, which it looks like they have, they're going to go for Arteezy, though. Midnight Pulse comes out, Universe looking for its sphere. He hits Yo, who only GAs himself, Sidoi. He's going to be stuck over here as well, inside of the Macro Pyre, ends up going down the back line. See, BZZ is forced to pop a Shadow Dance. It's going to retreat. Buyback from Sidoi. They've already lost their melee racks, so this buyback is a desperation move from the side of BP. They want to try to get something out of this. They have Stampede, but they're not going to be able to catch up.
Yeah. I mean, that's really sad when you buy back and the enemy can just walk out and say, okay, we dealt the damage, we got your racks, and we forced a desperation buyback that you got nothing out of. So VP really just drawing dead right here. They need something, but this is pretty much 20,000 gold advantage, 19 minutes in.
How can you deal with that? How can you deal with that? And every single team fight, there's a new item coming for EG. This time it's going to be the Diffusal Blade on Faceless Void. That's going to make it really, really scary. There's a lot of targets with a lot of mana. Damage potential increases by a lot. And VP with each time less and less answers.
Yeah, the biggest thing is no longer will Sidoi, for example, be able to go into the fight with Repel and feel safe. So he's going to go in, he's going to get purged, and then he's going to die. So I think that was the one thing that BP kind of relied heavily upon. And I love the fact that EG picked Death Prophet into the, or like they get Death Prophet against an Omni Knight lineup. I feel that's one of the stronger heroes because GA only lasts so long. And if you don't get the hero kills that you want, the high priority targets like Death Prophet or Enigma or Void in that time, you can no longer fight. Yeah. Especially killing Arteezy, because GA only lasts, what, 5, 6, 7 seconds or something like that without, or 6, 7, 8.
Oh, it's going to go down on mid lane.
Can he get the silence off? He actually silences a little bit too early. Stampede is used. Yule's immediately coming out from Fear, lines up the Ice Patch. Shackle going to hit on Fear and Arteezy. They might be able to take down the Jakiro here. VP getting one kill. They're looking for more. They want to go for Arteezy right now, but I think the chase might be a little bit too much for them. BZ turning around, going on Zai now. He gets the tether off still. Zai hit the mech, but he got shackled. G hitting 2 in a row. Universe comes in, wind run pop by G. He gets purged, forced up to the high ground. Arteezy, in the meantime, he kills BZZ. G's going to teleport out here. Yul still stuck inside of the river. Very precarious situation for him, and he's going to end up trading his own life.
I mean, that was a very, very impressive fight from VP, but still, they were the ones to lose 3 heroes against 2 and then run away as well.
I mean, there was no sphere, right? So
yeah, no sphere, no black hole, and DP ulti was also not used, so I guess that's the one fight you can maybe win and still EG come out ahead.
What's the recipe coming right here? It's a Bloodstone for Arteezy. Things get more and more complicated right now. That was a good trade, but not enough. With Arteezy having an Aegis, that's gonna mean another push. And if they get mid racks and maybe bottom racks as well, this might be completely done.
They want to stop this Roshan. Can Center get in? He can.
He goes in, but he blinks into the Ice Path. BZZ already got the Aegis Sidoi. He tried his best as BZZ accidentally gets himself stuck here, but I don't think it much matters.
And Andy actually sighs in relief because he couldn't stand another denied Aegis.
That's true. I actually would have tried, I think, if it happened. Yul, he gets silenced here after the Yules, gets caught out completely. VP are down 2 right now, neither of which have buyback. And they're already down a set of racks. EG looking towards, I mean, top might be the easier lane to push with that many creeps, but I guess BZZ is actually going to kill them.
I think it's more just convenient that you're already on the bottom lane, so you're just going. And Zai has an Aghanims right now on his Enigma, so never mind that someone else has to help him. If he catches people in Black Hole right now, they're going to take a lot of damage.
He can probably solo kill people right now.
If he gets the Midnight Pulse out first as well, yeah.
And they do stack, by the way, for people who out there who are wondering.
Plenty of damage.
So you can have the double Midnight Pulse.
Oh, that shackle range!
Shackle on Arteezy. All right, well, it doesn't really do much, but it was certainly funny to look at.
Yeah, BZZ with Repel on. He wants to come, misses the pounce. Dark Pack, not enough anymore. Will they chase?
Played a little bit too far away. Universe like, oh, I got this, but...
Yeah, no, not enough. And they just keep pushing. And this ROG is like, no, please don't hit me. Ow, ow.
I mean, they're killing this Rax without the use of Exorcism, right? And I mean, it's still 40 seconds on cooldown. Plus, the melee Rax is almost already dead. Yeah. So if it dies, and they still have Black Hole, still have Sphere, still have Exorcism, I don't really know what BP can do.
Just focus for next game, I guess. I mean, it is a best of 3 after all, so even if they lose their game, they can come back. And who was that did that? Was it VP Classic versus... No, VP Polar versus VP Classic yesterday. I'm confused.
What game are you referring to?
The long 3-game series from yesterday.
That was,
yeah, that was VP Classic.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see another game like that, or the series in general.
The wraparound.
Okay, you guys can also very
this engagement, they're going to find Zai. Can they burst him down fast enough? The Shackle's actually knocking the left side. He's still alive inside of the Chronosphere. G might be able to finish him off before it wears off. The GA was popped by Yol as well, buying them some time. Sadoi has traded his life here. Jodam already dead as well. They want to go back onto Yol. The heal comes off, but the damage from RTZ is simply too great. He pops Spano Dance from BZZ. He will be able to kill Universe. Pounces away. He's going to get Yules, though. No Dark Pact to dispel this one. Here, with RTZ's help, should be able to take down BZZ. G on pro retreat right now, and that's actually going to be a 4-for-1 trade.
And the bats come, and it's going to destroy the buildings. G trying to hold on, but what can he do? Exorcism finishes, but this melee Rax is going to fall anyways.
Oh god, he's going.
Oh, well, nice silence, but he still actually gets enough of Black Hole to threaten BZZ a lot, and BZZ is going to fall, and that's the dieback right now. G, can he do anything? He can't get enraged. Oh, one more stun. Nice, you.
RTZ might be dropping here. He's quite low, does still have the Aegis. They're trying to go on Zai right now. He does have Force available. Jodam walking into a nice path. He's going to be dropping down. There's the GG from VIRTUS.PRO.
Well played, EG. Getting 1-0 in a series that, on the draft, it looked interesting, but after all, it was domination from minute 2 into the game.
It's such a hard lineup to actually fight against if the Enigma gets free farm. That's the thing, because your mech timing is so early, like 7 or 8 minutes, and you already have Soul Ring, you're like level 7 or 8, you come up to tier 1 towers with a safe lane Jakiro with max liquid fire, and you just kill buildings. What is an Omni lineup supposed to do against that? That's really, I think, the biggest issue that they had is, again, they didn't have much deep push. Whenever somebody walks up to a tower with EG's type of heroes, if you don't defend it, it dies extremely fast. You lose basically nothing for it because